You're watching the 3-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist with the most complete line of energy products and the highest level of customer and on-site service. By LaValle and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion, now in 11 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor of beautiful Lake Sunapee. And by Barton Insurance with locations in New London, Contoocook, Grantham, and Sunapee. And by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. With more frequent major weather events, don't say again, I should have installed a generator. H.R. Clough provides the best home generator systems available from Generac. Our highly trained personnel provide you a complete turnkey installation. For a free estimate, call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
No matter what season it is, you can always find the best in American and Italian cuisine at Bubba's Bar and Grill in Newbury, New Hampshire. Stop in to enjoy our fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizzas, the award-winning seafood chowder, and a new seasonal menu just right for the cooler months. Dine in or take out. You can check out our full lunch and dinner menus along with daily specials on our website each day as well. Bubba's Bar and Grill, just 2 miles from Mount Sunapee in the beautiful harbor of Newbury, New Hampshire.
May fall, the rains may pour, but I will love you evermore, 'cause you were born to chase the light.
Available at LaValle Middleton Building Supply.
So we've got all new electrical, and our roof is about 2 years old. Anything else you need to know? Oh, and I wanted to mention, we have a dog. It's not going to be a problem, is it?
If you buy insurance online, sometimes it's hard to get answers. But with Safeco Insurance, a real person will explain all your options, so you get the right coverage at the right price.
For personal and professional service at a competitive price, visit us at the Barton Insurance Agency.
Yes, around 6 miles per hour.
Welcome back to the Game of the Week here on Yankee Cable Network between Interlakes and Kearsarge Regional High School. Just about to get the coin toss underway as we wrapped up the introductions for all of the seniors tonight competing for Kearsarge. We've got 11 in total on the football team, 12 if you count the manager, so a lot to celebrate for them here tonight. And now the coin toss as the captains shake hands. Kearsarge looks like they won the kickoff there. Still not sure if they elected to receive. Yes, Kearsarge does elect to receive here. The team very pumped up already for this one. Captain shaking hands, making their way back to their teams. In addition to being live now at ycnnow.com and re-airing on WYCX, all Yankee Cable Network games and programs are posted for your viewing pleasure on demand at ycnnow.com. And make sure you stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game when we choose the competitor that had the greatest impact on today's contest.
Versus Kearsarge tonight.
And with over 14 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and friendly service, Bubba's Bar and Grill has a mission of delivering fun and great food on Newberry Harbor. And we're just about ready for our kickoff. So many times this season, We have seen it start in a funny way with an onside kick. Will that be the case tonight? Kearsarge already set up with their special teams playing pretty standard here. Hedging on the long kick. Interlakes gears up, and they are ready. Ready in the wings, and this one's in the air, launched toward the right side. And reeled in. Blocking is there, running to the right. Has some yardage here past the 30. The 40, he's got so much room. The only thing to stop him now is an untied shoelace, and he's got him double knotted. Kearsarge open up senior night with a score of 6. Just like that, senior Zach Hodge brings it to the house, and we've got a 6-0 score to start off. On the replay here, you can see such great blocking along the way. And then nothing but green in front of Hodge as he's able to take it straight to the end zone. And the Cougars side is jazzed up already. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Kearsarge unless you're able to convert 2 points on this try. George Jowell, the quarterback here. Lining up short little motion in the backfield. This one tossed to John Fraioli, and he's able to squeak in for the extra 2. 8-0 Cougars, and we're at 11:46 still on the clock. And here's that touchdown on the kick return again. Zach Hodge all the way, but so much blocking on his left wing to help him out here. And then the speed, just to be able to get past number 8, Andrew Gooderl. And from there, it was all clear. What a difference a coin toss can make. If that's the way you choose to look at it, a 50-50 game of chance just resulted in 8 points up on the board for the home team. This game coverage is being brought to you in part by LaValle and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. And Kearsarge is ready to kick this one downfield. George Jowell sprints up and sends this one down. This kick making it midway and running its course out of bounds here. Next week, Yankee Cable Network Football Game of the Week will feature as they host Hopkinton versus Hillsborough on YCNNow.com. And the following week, we will be in Hartford as the Hurricanes host Division I semifinal. So now the Lakers will get ready for their first offensive try of the game. Starting things off here from their 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Team set up and ready for this first play. It looks like we do have a flag on the field. False start on the offense will send them back. Yankee Cable Network would like to thank our LaValle Scoreboard, HR Clough Replay, and Echo Communications halftime sponsors for their great support. We hope you will do the same for them and thank them as well. And now the first, or the 2nd and 15, is run just for a short gain. That carry made by T.J. Bailey, the junior for Interlakes. Gets the handoff clean with plenty of momentum, but Fraioli there with a couple of teammates. The Cougars' first stop of the game. And now the Lakers line up again. This one kept and held, but a slip will bring down the quarterback. Unlucky there for Braden Aruda.
Number 5, Braden Aruda.
As Interlakes loses some more yards on that play. Coming into this game, Kearsarge is currently the 4th ranked team in the division. Top 4 will end up making the playoffs. And we've got this game as well as one more for both of these teams. So right on the bubble is Kearsarge. And already coming out firing, putting up a big number on the scoreboard, converting on the extra 2. And then Interlakes comes into this game 1-6. Not the season they were hoping for. In fact, one of the opponents left in the division that Kearsarge was hoping to play toward the end, as they've got some playoff hope still alive. This snap taken and held by Aruda, scrambling him to his right, gets the ball off, but no target. There around the 30-yard line was his attempt, but still coming up empty. And we are on to 4th down and long. Here you can see had some time and some space, but then it was just a full-fledged attack from Jerome Donahue. The big man for Kearsarge, always making tackles. Sometimes he's the kicker or the punter for this team, and he's usually the one who ends up making the tackle on the special teams player. This is a high snap here, and a bit of a running scramble, and that is going to be great for the Cougars as they're able to bring them down just shy of the Interlakes 20. So already in the red zone again are the Cougars, looking so dangerous to start this game. Last week, Interlakes fell by only 8 points to Laconia, while Kearsarge was able to beat Conval 50-14. John Freely, the running back, had 3 touchdown runs. J.J. Davis with 2 touchdown runs. And George Jala does what he always seems to do, which is return an interception for a touchdown. Now he's about to take the snap here with some motion behind him. And again, the ground seems to be very slippery to start this game. J.J. Davis not able to find the footing. He will go down early. So, both coaches making note. The grass is wet. Be careful if you're going to be running the ball.
Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down.
George Jala again lining up short here, pitches this one over to Anders Sailors up the right side, making his way by 2 tackles, but brought down strongly. Just around the 12-yard line.
He's tackled by number 25, Seth Rollins.
That was a fantastic tackle there by Seth Rollins, the senior defensive back, as Anders Sailor, one of the harder Cougars to bring down, but just fantastic form here on the lower body tackle. And that brings us to 3rd and 6 with the ball on the 12. Jala again has some running help behind him. Will he choose that threat or hold on to it? He chooses a little bit of a fake play. Faking right, going left, handing it off there to number 10, J.J. Davis, but again brought down with a short gain. Not good enough there for the first down. Will the Cougars opt to go for it or try and kick a field goal? Looks like the offense still out there in the huddle as we get our second look here on the running play from Davis.
Cougars are going to go for it.
4th and 1 on the 8th. Kearsarge still poised to do some of their most dangerous work. And the motion and the toss. This one again to J.J. Davis. Not able to break free out of the backfield. Never mind. He's able to get up with a couple more yards, but was it enough to move the chains?
That ball was handed off to J.J. Davis after all. A little trickery there, and that was good enough for a first down.
It does seem to be good enough for a first down. We've got an injury on the play. Interlakes, one of their teammates. It looked to be Seth Rollins, number 25, but yes, it is out there. Getting some help from his team's trainer. Teammates are there next to him. It's good to see him already a little bit up, not staying on the ground, but clearly in some discomfort. The Barton Insurance Agency has been your choice for quality service and comprehensive coverage in New Hampshire since 1954. in northern New England. And that is good to see as Seth Rollins is able to make his way jogging off to the sideline. That is always how you hope to see those injury timeouts go.
A little shaken up there. It's good to see him run off the field.
Kearsarge able to convert on that last play. They'll make their way out for another first down, this time from the 5-yard line. Looking to put another 6 up onto that board. Jala this time tosses it over for Early. Does look downfield a bit for the passing play, but this one is picked off in the end zone. And Interlakes make their way out of the goal line stand with an interception.
That ball is intercepted.
And here on the second look, we can see Kearsarge going with the trick play to Frioli. Typically a running back with the right side being his strongest, but target in the end zone just not open. And that one looked to be reeled in by 26, Brogan Donnelly, the freshman linebacker, with his first interception of the game. 7:33 left on the clock. Interlakes with a long way to go here on their second offensive try. And this one handed off here. The Kearsarge line collapsing. This one, though, still muscled through, and Interlakes is able to get some serious yardage out of a play that should have ended far earlier. That was a great run there by TJ Bailey. The junior running back, and here we'll see it again. You can see a lot of Cougars there responding to the right direction of this run, but JJ Bailey just keeping the play alive. Look at that effort as he's able to get maybe 4 extra yards on that run. Second down, 2 to go on the 22. I like when it works out like that. Interlakes again going with the run. Same style of play right up the middle. Brought down, but good enough for the first. Second look here as TJ Bailey not afraid of the action. They go right back to him, and it works for the first down. Some contact there as Bailey kind of stumbled to get by Robert Blackley, but still able to get enough for the first down. Now the ball lays on the 34, and Interlakes comes out of the huddle. This time from the shotgun. Ball held by Aruda, toss to the right, and a quick tackle, but still the pass complete for a gain of around 7. A good snap pass there. The receiving target, Joey Duda, the junior tight end, reeling it in a dicey spot of the field, as you can see on this replay. The tackle so fast, not even making his way to the ground was Doda before he was brought down. That's great response time from the Cougars, but still that passing play connected for a gain of 5. And they will go again here. This handoff again, trying to get some yards out of this one, but not as successful in his previous efforts. That will be a loss. A few yards there. Kearsarge starting to respond very well to that run up the middle. Here on the second look, we can see Bailey getting the handoff, but you can just see a pack of Cougars, 5 right in the mix to make the tackle, and that brings us to 3rd and 7. This one again, Braden Aruda from the shotgun. Gets the snap, keeps it looking to his right, downfield, has a couple of targets open. This one over by the sidelines. Andrew Gooderl making a catch, but falling out of bounds. And we will stay right where we are, 4th and 7. On the second look here, you can see the extension from Gooderl, just so close on this try. A good pass down the line, but running out of room, not able to get those feet down. And we've got our first timeout of the game here. Teams will get a rest as we may go to a special teams play. Interlakes might choose to go for it. And thank you again to our sponsors making this all possible. LaValley Building and Supply, HR Clough Heating, and Echo Communications. Thank you for supporting local sports, making this production happen. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning systems. And as always, don't forget about their auto bath car wash and Muddy Paws dog wash in Kentucky. Out of the timeout and ready to go here. Interlakes looks to punt this one away. Kearsarge ready with their special team. Zach Hodge down there had a great first kick return. See how well he fares this time. It's up in the air. And Hodge there to receive, has some momentum, breaking the first tackle in his way, going to his right now, but so much traffic. I don't think he's going to be able to get through this time, but brought down just shy of midfield. Kearsarge putting themselves again in good field position to start their next offense. Here on the second look, you can see that if Hodge is able to get by one tackle, he gets his head up quick and he makes those snap decisions just to try and pick his direction. But of course, we do see a little bit of incidental contact there with the teammate, killing that momentum, killing the special teams there. But still, Interlakes had a great response on that punt. Running back up the middle, there's usually just too much in your way. You're just trying to get as many yards as possible. And Kearsarge certainly happy to have this ball on the 49-yard line. Kearsarge ready to go again. Some action and a toss to Fraioli again, going up the right side. Trying to muscle his way by a few. And that'll be good for a gain of 6. And on our second look here, we can see Fraioli motioning early. The toss perfect, and he's able to go to his right with some speed. We did see while Kearsarge played Stevens a few weeks ago that every single time Andre Saylor's got the ball, he went left and Fraioli went the other direction, and then there was Damon Dawson, the freshman running back. You don't know which way he's going to go, but the Kearsarge offense, their running game, at least from me up in the booth, has been very predictable, but still it seems to be a very sharp offense. They're able to cut through defenses with that run. Jala's got an arm, he's got a cannon, but this one though, tossed over to Andre Saylor, taking back to his way, and he's got some room. That's good enough for the first, and he's brought down just past the 30-yard line. Well, there he is, going left, but making that snap decision, as we'll see on the replay, to change course and find the open field for a few more yards. Just knifing his way past the Interlakes secondary, and it takes 2 to bring him down. Motion in the backfield again. This one tossed over to Andre Saylor once more, but that time it seemed to be for a loss of about 2. This will bring him back to the 30. We'll have 2nd and 12. Interlakes responding very well after that previous play. We can see there's a lot of blocking presence that Kearsarge has open, but just getting by is 25 there, Seth Rollins, who seems to be back from his injury. That first tackle, always a dicey one to make. But he comes up big for his team. A loss of 2. Kearsarge as their momentum stopped a bit. Lining up for this next play. 2:30 left on the clock here in the first quarter. And this one goes over to Fraioli again to the right side, making his way past a few Lakers. But it'll only be for a short gain. This game coverage is being brought to you in part by LaValley Middleton Building Supply, with 11 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire where safety and service are their top priorities. Kearsarge goes into this next play, chasing 7 yards on 3rd down from the 24-yard line.
Ball on the 23-yard line, 3rd and 7.
And it looks like for the first time this game we will see Jala running the offense from the shotgun. 2 passing options out to his left side. A little bit of an errant snap. He's got a scramble. And a very strong tackle. Right on the line by 51. Daniel Courier, as we'll see on the replay.
Slipped up a little bit there. I think if he hadn't slipped, he could have kept on going.
The linebacker coming in strong. Jalo looked like he was about to break into a slide there as he saw his fate in front of him. Final minute of the first quarter about to be underway. Kearsarge loves their field positioning here, even if they have to give the ball away. And they will go for it. Jala passing to his right. This one almost connects with Fraioli. Extending the hand, but not sticky enough. That one slips away and out of bounds and is turned over to the Lakers. Here you can see, has his target early. The play a success. The pass just a little too high. That one off the tip could have ended up in the hands of 26 there, Brogan Donnelly. Kearsarge is lucky that one wasn't intercepted with some speed. Instead, we will have the Lakers lining up here on their 24. Again, staring at a whole lot of football field in front of them to start this offense.
Takes a snap.
A running play here, right up the middle once more, but Kearsarge there with the tackle, keeping it to a short gain. Making his way up to the 29-yard line before being brought down. Connor Pillsbury, one of the seniors for Kearsarge, with that tackle. And Interlakes ready to go again. Oh, and a false start. The flag is out with just seconds on the clock in the first quarter. And that'll bring Kearsarge back a few more yards on defense when we come back with the second quarter. First quarter wrapping up here. Kearsarge 8, Interlakes 0.
Simple solutions in a challenging world. Let Echo Communications make your life simpler. From the beginning, creating design through the commercial print process and ending with custom mailing, all easily coordinated in one place. Echo Communications provides simple solutions in a challenging world. One place, many solutions. Learn more at echocominc.com.
Warner's Main Street Bookends has been your community bookstore since 1998 and voted Yankee Magazine's Editor's Pick Must-See Bookstore. Bookends is a full-service store offering a huge selection of current fiction and nonfiction with children's book selection, toys, and games. Bookends has a huge card selection for all occasions, along with Main Street Marketplace and Gallery in the attached barn. 100% solar, Main Street Bookends of Warner is building your community one book at a time.
And welcome back. Second quarter about to be underway here between Kearsarge and Interlakes. Kearsarge currently leading 8-0. Make sure you check out Echo Communications. Call them for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. And HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings in all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning systems. And don't forget their auto bath, car wash, and Muddy Paws dog wash located in Kentucky. And as always, this game coverage is being brought to you in part by La Valley Middleton Building Supply, with 11 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire where safety and service are their top priorities. The Lakers will take this one to start the quarter from their 29-yard line, as they were able to get a few more yards there as a flag was thrown with a couple seconds left on the last play of the first quarter. And that'll give us second down and short. So says the head referee. This snap handed off again. 25, Seth Rollins. Banged up in the first quarter, gets the ball on the first play of the second. And you can see, still getting involved physically on all these plays. The running back is going to have a lot of combat in front of him. Kearsarge coming in hot. The linebackers with speed. Able to get past the line there, but still Seth Rollins able to keep his head down and make sure there was no gain on that play, no loss, rather. Interlakes to go again here from the shotgun. Brandon Ruda gets the ball. He keeps it, looking for a target downfield. Has Rollins again, this time on the left side. Good for the first down. Not able to make it past George Jala, who brings him down at around Kearsarge's 44-yard line. Interlakes connecting on a good passing play from Brandon Ruda, the sophomore. Plays defensive back as well. Seth Rollins, the senior, typically their running back, this time able to make his way downfield for some passing yards, some receiving yards.
Ball on the 43 now, 1st and 10.
And this one looks to be a handoff again, going up the middle. Kearsarge there with the tackle onto Rollins that time.
Seth Rollins running again.
That'll be a gain of 2. Bringing us to the 40-yard line. The last time these two teams met was October 28th, 2017 at Meredith. Interlakes won by 2, 14-12. And October 28, 2016, they met here. Kearsarge able to win that one 37-14. Up to the line for the next play. Interlakes out of the shotgun here. Aruda keeps it to his right, able to connect with Bailey for a few yards. So now Interlakes starting to mix it up with the passing and the running threats. Trying to keep the Kearsarge defense guessing, as you could see from this replay. They were all playing very short. The corners, the safeties, not all that far back. Ready for the run. Interlakes might be able to take advantage of that on a play coming up. They've got 37 yards to the house, 4 yards to go on this third down. Ruda takes the snap, but drops it immediately, has to collapse on it. Kearsarge able to get there in time. Interlakes recovering what would have been a costly fumble, but it will bring us to 4th down. That snap just going off the knee there, but spiked right into the ground in front of Aruda. That was very lucky for the Lakers that that ball stayed close by.
Kearsarge bringing the pressure there. Looks like there was a fumble on that play, but Milton Burrow recovered it.
And it looks like we've got our second timeout of the game here. There's some pretty dicey field positioning for the Lakers as they try and go over what their next plan is. And again, thank you to our sponsors for supporting their local sports productions. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, air conditioning and water conditioning systems, as well as an auto bath car wash and Muddy Paws dog wash located in Kentucky. And brought to you by LaValle Middleton Building Supply, with 11 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire where safety and service are their top priorities. And once more, check out Echo Communications. Call them for all of your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest Yankee Cable Network schedule can be found every week on page 3. Kearsarge with a great student section present tonight. Going past the bleachers, well down the track. Not enough space on the bleachers to house everyone here for the senior night. We're on to standing room only on the home side of things. Going into this 4th and 5, sorry. Interlakes line up to give this one away with a punt from about midfield, sent it down. And we've got George Jala for Kearsarge down there to receive, but lets this one just bounce and roll in front of him. And Kearsarge finds themselves with a long way to go to start this offense. We may finally see them mix in a few more passing plays and have Jala warm up that arm of his. Interlakes is coached by Paul Levine. It's his 2nd year of his current coaching stint with them, but he has coached this team before from 2009 to 2011, and in 2009 and 2011, he was able to win the Division 6 state title with this team. Kearsarge, coached by Cody Anderson, in his 2nd year. Of course, last year they played no games. He's a 2010 Kearsarge grad who played college football at Colby up in Waterville, Maine.
1st and 10.
Kearsarge 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line, starting it out with a running play, but it looks like it's for a loss of about 2, and now they are dangerously close to their own end zone.
Loss of about 2 on the play.
Second look here, we can see Anders Saylor gets the ball in a very fast tackle for the loss. Interlakes, number 51, Daniel Currier with his 2nd tackle of tonight. Ball now on the 3. The Cougars have their backs up against the wall. Have to be careful to avoid the safety. No passing options on the outside for the Cougars. But Jala will scramble toward the right side, chewing up a few yards. Out of bounds, right around the 10-yard line. That gets him out of dangerous territory and brings us to 3rd down. And we can just see on the replay the quickness to get to the outside. Trying to get past that first defender, TJ Bailey, but Bailey able to keep a hold and slow him down, make sure he's not able to get away. Third and 5 from the 11 here. Just under 8.5 left in our first half. Again, an offense with no passing options on the outside, handed off to Anders Saylor, cutting back again, changing direction, this time not as successful as his first. Might be good enough for the 1st down, and it is. And on the replay here, you can see Anders Saylor doing the same thing he did on that great run in the 1st quarter, this time for much less yards, but still able to find just enough to move the chains.
The Cougars in a new set of downs now. Ball on the 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
And here they go again. This one pitched over to John Fraioli, going up the right side, as is tradition. But Interlakes able to bring him down. The ball is loose, but it looks like the play was whistled dead for what might have been a fumble. And here on the replay again, Fraioli going to the right side, a perfect pitch once more, but this time just a little too congested. Nowhere for Fraioli to go. And a great tackle again by Seth Rollins, who has really found himself in the mix on offense and defense, almost bringing that ball loose. But again, just prior the play was whistled dead. Kearsarge will go 2nd down with 12 to go, as that one was for a loss. Jala this time keeping it a short pass over to Fraioli as he wheels his way left. He's got some blocking in front, able to get past the chains for the 1st down, maybe some more. How far can he go? All the way to midfield before the tackle is made. The helmet is off and the hands are up. Fraioli with his best run of the night so far.
I'm not sure who is doing the tackling there.
And on the replay again, you can see that short pass just lofted so slowly right into the hands, turning, getting his head up. And then the blocking for the Cougars was there. Number 70, Jerome Donahue, able to level out one Laker. And then Fraioli there, boom, to get a few more yards, able to get at least 7 more, despite some heavy contact along the way. And now they line up from Interlakes' 49-yard line. And again, a play faking to the right, going left. That one has not worked well for the Kearsarge Cougars so far, and that tackle is made for a loss of 2. Here's another look on the replay. Just trying to get the Interlakes defense moving, trying to keep them uncomfortable as these running plays are so consistent in high school football. You've got to change direction, change your target so much just to keep the other team on their toes. And now it looks like a try out of the shotgun here for Jala. He's kept the ball twice, handed it off once, and this time he's got to keep it again, scrambling to his right, able to make his way past the line of scrimmage. No, just shy. He's able to get the ball off, but does not quite find the target clean enough. Adam Kabalka, number 8, downfield for him, but the ball just squeaks away. And you can see Jala under a lot of pressure on this play as the tackles are able to get by the offensive line. And he has got to scramble, playing close to that line of scrimmage, just towing the line before getting the ball off. And Kabalka with a good effort, but just not able to make the catch. That keeps us at 3rd and 13. Kearsarge with the ball on their 48-yard line. 5.5 to play in this first half that was started off by the opening kickoff, returned for a touchdown by Zach Hodge. Jala keeping this one again from the shotgun once more, looking downfield for a deep pass. This one up in the air, the defense there, no one able to reel it in. And that'll bring up 4th and 13 for Kearsarge.
Seth Rollins will get his hands on it, but he can't hold on to it. That'll bring up 4th down.
Good job by the offensive line for the Cougars here, just giving Jala so much time. He had so many targets downfield, picking his favorite here. They all had coverage on them. As this one flies above the lights and tipping off the hand of the receiver, Anders Sailors, and the defender there, Seth Rollins, who seems to be involved in every single play for the Lakers one way or another. Looks like the special teams are out there for the Cougars, as they should be. Jerome Donahue lining up to punt this one away. Unless they've got something very tricky planned. Seth Rollins, again, the receiver for this Interlakes team. Perfect long snap there. This one sent down to the left of Rollins, who chooses to take it and try and go for some yards. The Cougars quickly there, 3 members, and it's going to be brought down by number 8, Adam Kabalka.
Adam Kabalka finally making the tackle for Kearsarge.
It's a good punt right there, away from Seth Rollins, making him have to pick his side. And anytime the special teams is able to pick the side, the receiver has to run up. They're always able to get some response pretty quickly, and we can just see those 3 Cougars not letting Rollins get very far. We've got the ball on the Interlakes 17-yard line as they start their next offense. 5 minutes, 22 to play here in the first half. And a running play again, right up the middle. His team has not chosen to run it on a flank very much. It seems like they like that power run option. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't even see this ball again slipped out of the hands of Braden Aruda. A couple of errant snaps in this game that could have been very bad. And it looks like he was actually able to come off of what could have been a bad fumble and get 5 yards up the middle for his team on a run. So somewhere some space was made, and a great job there by Aruda to find it. And we've got a flag on this play as another funky snap gets a little late to the hands of Aruda, and this is a false start on the offense. for what should be a loss of 5.
And the result in that ball, going to move back 5 yards.
The last time Kearsarge won a state title, they were competing in Division II. It was 2010, and Interlakes, again, having a very good team in the same sort of era. 2011, they were able to win the Division VI title under their current coach, Paul Levine. Before that, it was 2009, where they again won the Division VI title. Interlakes' only win this season was against Winnisquam, who I do not believe to this point have won a game. They were also Kearsarge's first win of the season, and since then they've been having a great run at things, currently 4-2, trying to hunt playoffs. This pass connects with 35 for a gain around 8. That again is TJ Bailey with that reception on the right side. Almost able to break by this one. Cougar in response, that's George Jala, typical quarterback. Sometimes will surprise you on defense. He's made an interception in every game I've seen. We'll see if he can keep that streak alive tonight. Last game the Cougars played, once again, he did return an interception for a touchdown. And he is their last line of defense in the safety position here. This one does get handed off again to Seth, but this time Rollins gets brought down for a loss.
Making the tackle for Kearsarge.
That tackle made by John Frioli, as we should see on our second look here. Trying to read the play early. A linebacker senses it's going up the right side and able to get in before Rollins has any more blocking available. There was some good there, just if he was able to make it to the sidelines a little faster, he would have had it, but still, that's just Frioli reading the play well, getting there with plenty of time to make the tackle. And on 4th and 7, the Lakers looking to punt it away. This one sent up into the night sky, bouncing high with great position for the Cougars, but they touch it and they've got to scramble on it now, as that one was almost a dangerous turnover. But it does look like the Cougars were able to come up with it. That should be at the Interlakes 48-yard line here, but we can see how this was dangerously close to staying in possession of the Lakers. Kearsarge will stare down 48 yards to the end zone here, getting ready for their first snap of the drive.
Ball is on the open barrel 48, 1st and 10.
And here's the snap again, handed off. This one over to Damon Dawson. Finds some contact at about 3 yards.
Runner Damon Dawson that time.
That's the freshman running back who does get the ball an awful lot for this team. And we do see a couple of Lakers falling on the line there, as the Kearsarge offensive line has played well to get them out of the way of the run. And that brings us to 2nd and 7 on the Interlakes 45. Jala this time from the shotgun. And the referees waving frantically. Looks like Kearsarge was hoping to make a late substitution on that play. And out there now we've got 87 Parker going on this left side closest to us. Jala once more from the shotgun. This one handed off, and it's Damon Dawson again up the left side, past the chains for the first down. And the crowd loving it. The freshman getting the ball 2 plays in a row on this senior night, making the way up to the 35-yard line.
Kearsarge is marching their way down the field.
And they're doing well with these running plays out of the shotgun here. buying themselves some extra time with that distance from the line of scrimmage to make it to the outside on those plays.
A minute and a half left to play here in the first half.
And we'll see it again from the shotgun. This time Damon Dawson lines up
Jala in shotgun
to Jala's left, but Jala will keep this one and scramble forward for a gain of about 5.
Jala will gain about 7 yards.
And Kearsarge is one of those teams that is such a passing threat, so anytime they line up in this shotgun on defense, you try to find yourself on your toes, but often you're just on your heels as you've got to retreat back quickly to defend that. But Jala and 3 different running backs on this Cougars team are always going to keep you guessing. And once more from the shotgun. What do they do on this snap? Fraioli running to the right side, able to get by 1, but not many more as he's brought down. Still though, another short gain here.
And Kearsarge calls a timeout.
And we've got a timeout for the Cougars.
Just 35 seconds left in the half.
Fraioli trying to spin away from those Lakers, but just not quite able to. 35 seconds left up on the clock to close out the first half. Kearsarge would love to put another touchdown. And 3 from a field goal up on the board. This game started off with a bang. That kickoff, that was returned by Hodge for the touchdown. Since then, though, no scoring, which does keep us at 8-0. Kearsarge does tend to speed up as the game goes on, though. Last week, they were leading 14-8 and then exploded to 34-14 at the end of the third quarter. Final couple of plays here in the first half, continuing a shotgun attack. Jala here looking downfield this time for a pass, but forced to scramble toward his right. Able to chew up a more. Oh, a good handful of yards here all the way to the goal line. Was it enough? Cougars players signaling that it was. We do have a flag on the field, though, all the way across. But we'll take our second look now at the scramble from Jala, who's always good at thinking on his feet when he's on the offense. Cougars lining up as if this will not be good enough for a touchdown. But what a great run here by Jala. 3-4 Lakers there right on the goal line, trying to dive his way out of bounds and get that ball over the pylon. But instead, it looks like Kearsarge is brought back considerably here on an offensive penalty.
That penalty is
10-yard penalty. That's a holding on the offense.
That results in a 10-yard penalty.
If you can stay off of those penalties, this Kearsarge offense really starting to look sharp in this game. Continuing out of the shotgun here once again is George Jala. Will he go for the pass that he wasn't able to find last time? Yes, he will. Over the left side here, Fraioli the target. Almost reels it in with one hand for the first down, but not quite able to grip it.
That'll bring up fourth down now for Kearsarge.
That brings up 4th and long, but Kearsarge still in good positioning. And with 17 seconds on the clock in the half, you got to think they like their chances.
17 seconds left on the clock. They need 3 yards for a first down.
It seems like giving this one to the special teams can only end poorly. They do keep the offense out there to try and put another number up on the board.
They're going to go for it.
Staying with the shotgun.
Snap is up.
Snap finding Jolly. We've got a flag on the field. This one going to 32 along the left side. Some contact and brought down. We've got 11 seconds left on the clock, but we do have that flag out there. Going into the second look here, maybe we can see what it was. The referee all the way across the field throwing it out. I did not see what he did. Penalty was declined there for the Interlakes' favor. And now the Kearsarge defense looking to make their way back out there. They've got 11 seconds left in the first half to keep Interlakes off the board. And Interlakes will have 72 yards to go here in a very short amount of time. They've got wide receiving threats on both sides, but it looks like they're just going to take the knee here, not risk anything, and lead us right into halftime. Kearsarge leading this one on their senior night, 8-0.
You're watching the three-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist with the most complete line of energy products and the highest level of customer and on-site service. By LaValle and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion, now in 11 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor of beautiful Lake Sunapee. And by Barton Insurance with locations in New London, Contoocook, Grantham, and Sunapee. And by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire.
At HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more, with more frequent major weather events. Don't say again, I should have installed a generator. HR Clough provides the best home generator systems available from Generac. Our highly trained personnel provide you a complete turnkey installation. For a free estimate, call the HR Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
No matter what season it is, you can always find the best in American and Italian cuisine at Bubba's Bar and Grill in Newberry, New Hampshire. Stop in to enjoy our fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizzas, the award-winning seafood chowder, and a new seasonal menu just right for the cooler months. Dine in or take out. You can check out our full lunch and dinner menus along with daily specials on our website each day as well. Bubba's Bar and Grill, just 2 miles from Mount Sunapee in the beautiful harbor of Newberry, New Hampshire.
The stars may fall, the rains may pour, but I will love you evermore, 'cause you were born to chase the light.
Available at LaValle Middleton Building Supply.
So we've got all new electrical, and our roof is about 2 years old. Anything else you need to know? Oh, and I wanted to mention, we have a dog. It's not going to be a problem, is it?
If you buy insurance online, sometimes it's hard to get answers. But with Safeco Insurance, a real person will explain all your options, so you get the right coverage at the right price.
For personal and professional service at a competitive price, visit us at the Barton Insurance Agency.
Welcome back, folks. Second half ready to go here. Kearsarge will be kicking this one off, as they did receive the opening kick. In fact, they received it and ran it all the way to the house for a touchdown. That was Zach Hodge. For the only score of the game so far, John Frioli was able to convert 2 points. Following that touchdown, this one sent toward the right side. And stumbling, trying to keep this one going, but still brought down. And the tackle there from Damon Dawson. Brogan Donnelly, the receiver of this kick. along the Interlakes left side, but not able to get too far, putting them in field position at around the 34-yard line. Pretty decent to start things off here in the second half.
Ball on the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
That was Damon Dawson's first tackle of the game, and this snap is taken and handed off. And a fumble as this one is knocked loose, and George Jolly from the safety comes in with a burst of speed to pick it up. And he just shrugs it off. He wants to get back on the offense. And here on the second look, hopefully we're able to see just how this one popped loose. 4 Cougars there with a hard tackle, and Jala out of nowhere coming onto the screen, diving onto the ball with the fastest effort there on defense. That Kearsarge quarterback and the safety, their burst of speed, the one who just kicked the ball opening up this half. He's looking to play football in college after his senior year is over here. This one handed off, Fraioli going over to the right side, but a good wrap-up tackle. And that is number 35 for Interlakes, TJ Bailey, bringing down the Kearsarge running back. Kearsarge ending that first half doing so well, attacking out of the shotgun. This time, though, setting up with their quarterback close to the line for the opening running play. That brings us to 2nd and 12, as that one was for a loss. Some motion again, this snap handed off this time. Anders Saylor may be able to get a yard out of that play, but still not what Kearsarge is looking for, bringing them to 3rd down. And you can see if you're looking past the play on the end here, Interlakes, they're pretty fired up here coming out of halftime. They like where their team is at. They've kept it so close so far. The sidelines having a lot of energy in this game. And this one, the first shotgun play of the second half. Jala keeps it, but now under some pressure, has to scramble to his left. Able to juke past one defender, but this one is fumbled and cleanly into the hands of 25, Seth Rollins, who has been so impactful for this Interlakes team, finds himself in the perfect spot on this play as the ball just pops out of Jala's grip and right into the hands of Rollins. Here we can see a great run here by the quarterback, but doesn't quite read this. Wrapped up by 80, getting those elbows close to the torso and unable to hang on to the ball. And that is enough to cause the turnover. So Jala takes one away while the Cougars were on defense, and then there it fumbles out of his hands at pretty much the same spot.
1st and 10.
1st and 10, ball on the 25 for Interlakes out of the shotgun here. Aruda looking downfield, snap pass over to the left side, good for 7.
Joey Doda making the catch.
Joey Doda with his 2nd catch of this game. And here on our second look, we can see this must be a playbook play working to a T here, because Aruda knew right where he was going the entire time. Looked like if he got that ball up a couple more feet and missed his target, it still would have found a teammate. So that is a great play. Interlakes choosing to run early here. This try not out of the shotgun. The snap received, handed off. And again, a power run up the middle, but Kearsarge there with the tackle. Seth Rollins, the running back on that play, the man who just recovered the fumble. As we get our second look, this one, though, not for much of a gain. The Kearsarge line on offense has played exceptionally well, making so much space for their 3 running backs. And Jala, anytime he chooses to scramble, also buying him time when they run it out of the shotgun. But the defensive line as well has identified early that this is an Interlakes team that doesn't like to run into the sidelines very much. And they are quick to collapse. Aruda keeping this one again in the shotgun, breaking one tackle, going to his right, heaves it down the field for an open 80, and he's got some legs, but not better than Jala, who's able to respond with a tackle. Oh, what a great passing play there, as that one is caught by Joey Dota again. His third of the game, this time for a serious chunk of yards, and a good job here by Aruda to get past that first tackle and get his head up over the tall defensive line of Kearsarge. And this is a wide open target as Jala was playing close. He sensed the pressure was on, and a good burst of speed to not let Dota get far. We've got a timeout here as Interlakes, for the first time this game, is looking awfully dangerous. They've gotten the ball up to the Kearsarge Cougars 30-yard line, and they are looking to put an end to their shutout. That has been the story so far. Watch Yankee Chronicle, your who, what, where, and when show for the Dartmouth and Lake Sunapee region, presented by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, premiering Thursday and Friday at noon and 6:30 p.m. and anytime at ycnnow.com. Interlakes coming off of their sideline, out of their timeout, ready to attack here. Trying to get the ball even closer to the red zone, looking for a big play to put a number up on the board for the first time tonight. And ready to bring this one up to the line.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line, Aruda and shotgun.
Interlakes going with a short pass here, not for much of a gain, as number 81, Brian Eulenbroek, is brought down early. Andrew Clark making the tackle. Almost swatted down there, 56. Connor Pillsbury, one of the Kearsarge seniors, putting himself in the right place on defense, just not coming up with contact on that swing. Interlakes up to the line after no gain on that previous play, puts us at 2nd down and 10. Out of the shotgun again is Braden Aruda. Holding it again, looking for a target downfield, this time left side, connects, and going out of bounds. Receiving that one, number 82, Jacob Hayward, his first catch of the night. Good enough for a first down, and that does bring Interlakes to the 20. They are at the red zone, right on the doorstep of scoring here, getting up in the air for that reception. And the fan with his hands up, looking just like the rest of the fans on that sideline. Snap again, power run up the middle. Kearsarge with a stop on this one, ending the momentum, whistling the play dead are the referees. Maybe even for a loss on that play.
Number 77, Cole Moyer, and on that tackle, along with several others.
Cole Neuer, the junior, able to make the tackle for Kearsarge there, stopping the power run. The ball now sits on the 18-yard line. Interlakes inching their way closer. Looking for a pass here. Good arm on this one, but broken up by George Jala.
Zipped by number 80. Jala gets his hands on it. Incomplete pass. That brings up 3rd down.
One thing about Braden Aruda is he does not loft his passes. He is throwing bullets all night so far for this Interlakes team. If they're running passing plays, they're going to look fast just like this one, but just barely missing the mark here, almost finding the hands of number 80, Joey Dota, again on this drive. That would have been his 3rd catch of this drive. Interlakes hustles up to the line here, running again out of the shotgun, trying to give Aruda some space to make a play here. They've got 3rd and 10, the crowd chanting defense. Kearsarge trying to put a stop to this drive soon. Defenders are there, but making his way to the outside is Aruda, but not in time. And the tackle made by a pair of Cougars. One of them, number 8, Adam Kabalka. The other, Aiden Clark.
Making the tackle. No gain on the play. That brings up 4th down for Interlakes.
That was Andrew Clark, I'm sorry, number 69 there, with the help of Adam Kabalka. Him and his twin brother, both seniors for the Cougars, celebrating tonight, hoping to finish the celebration with a win, but still, such a close game we've got tonight, halfway through the 3rd quarter. And the snap out of the shotgun, Aruda holds this, and another fast pass almost intercepted. Zach Hodge in the right place, hit him in the chest, but it looked like it just surprised him. Those bullet passes that we see from Aruda. Wasn't quite ready for the speed, but in the absolute right place. And you can see Hodge a little upset. He was not able to come up with that one, but still breaking up that play. If that one completes, that could be at least a 6 up on the board for Interlakes. The interception doesn't matter though, as that was 4th down. This one is turned over, and Kearsarge runs their first play of the drive out of the shotgun. Jala having a lot of options this time up the left side, but hands this one off. And that should be a short gain there.
Andrew Saylor with the carry there for the Cougars.
Andrew Saylor, the man who goes left, does it again this time. Both teams playing better defense to the run throughout this game. These are some hard-working lines. I would say that's the story so far. The only thing breaking the scoreboard was a phenomenal kickoff return.
Jala under center.
The offense having to get some serious work done. Jala flicks this one to his left side, connecting with John Fraioli, who's able to gain maybe 5. On the second look here, Fraioli closest to us, putting in a brief block and pushing his way off the line, finding some space and making his way up the field before being brought down by 3 Lakers. Third down, 4 yards to go here as Kearsarge gets ready for this play out of the shotgun once more. And the snap, this one held. Jala looking downfield toward his right, connecting. That pass is good for the first down. And he's able to get by one tackle. John Fraioli brought down at midfield.
Just about at the 50-yard line. That's another first down for Kearsarge.
A 21-yard passing play for the Cougars puts them in much better field position here. Passing play all the way as Fraioli kicks out to the opposite side of his previous carry. And one of the most headstrong Cougars when he's got the ball. It seems like he's always able to pick up some extra yards. That time after the first point of contact, he was able to get 6.
First and 10.
Sticking with the shotgun option with receivers to his left, keeping the ball once more. This one hurled over to Anders Saylor. And he receives it. This one good for another Kearsarge first down.
And that's another first down for Kearsarge.
Kearsarge in full attack mode here. Coming out with those power swings. Long passing play up the right side. Very next effort over to Anders Saylor. Their other pair of legs receiving this one along the left side. Good for 12. First and 10, ball on the Interlakes 42-yard line. Sticking with the shotgun again is Kearsarge. as they have loved how this offense has treated them the last quarter and the start of this one. But scrambling now is George Jala. So many Interlakes defenders in on that play, breaking up the offensive line of Kearsarge. But a great tackle there for a loss.
He dropped up by number 66, Carson Sleeper.
And you can see 66 making his way by 3 Cougars. That's Carson Sleeper getting slept on right there. Caught the offensive line snoozing, put Jala under a ton of pressure, and takes 3 yards away from Kearsarge. This team goes at it again out of the shotgun. A lot of passing options, 3 to his right, 1 to his left. It looks like that'll surely be the play here. The snap, the hold, Fraioli over to the right side, but what a great fast response from Interlakes. But Fraioli breaks free, able to make his way up, but only to the line of the scrimmage. And there will be no gain on this play. Fraioli's got to get a tighter helmet. That thing has popped off twice now. And you never like to see that. One time, though, was on a fantastic run that was pretty much right next to us for about 25 yards. This one, not quite as good. Good job, though, to break free of those first 2 tacklers. Interlakes could have made that a loss of about 8. Kearsarge still on 3rd and long. They've got 13 yards to go to the marker. Sticking with the shotgun, sticking with passing options on both sides. And George Jala keeps this one. Still under pressure, stranded now at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, runs into his own man, but he breaks free for a couple yards. It'll put them in better position than the previous play, but still we're looking at about 4th and 10. Trainer out to see George Jala on this play. As you can see, the hard tackle. And he doesn't go down easy, so many bodies around him here. And the trainer is out to see him. Looks like a lower body sort of thing. Both teams kneeling. Talking to the trainer. She seems to be smiling, so maybe he's doing okay. In every game so far, I've seen George Jala get pretty banged up. And again, please let all of our advertisers know you appreciate their support of local programming on Yankee Cable Network. If you are watching, give us some love on our YCN News Facebook page. This one is brought to you in part by LaValle Middleton Building Supply, with 11 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire, where safety and service are their top priorities. And HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Don't forget about their Autobath Car Wash and Muddy Paws Dog Wash in Kentucky. And check out Echo Communications. Call them for all your printing and mailing needs. They're the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest Yankee Cable Network schedule can be found every week on page 3. And unfortunately, we do see Jala, even though under his own power, still under some discomfort here, making his way to the sideline. He may be done for the night. And with a score so close, Kearsarge would love to have their best offensive weapon out there. They will go this time with number 87, Parker Goen, quarterbacking this play. The tall sophomore fades way back and connects quickly with Fraioli. They are on 4th down in decent position, but not good enough for the first. Maybe for a gain of about 4, and it'll turn over to Interlakes. Here on the replay, Parker Goen's first snap from quarterback of the game. The short pass over to Fraioli just to warm up the wing here, as he's likely going to be called on much more tonight.
Ball 35-yard line.
So Interlakes will have 65 yards to go on this drive. Still posting that 0 on the scoreboard. Their defense has kept them in this one all the way. And their first snap out of the shotgun. Braden Aruda breaking free from the first contact, but not able to break free from the second. That is number 56, Connor Pillsbury, the senior, with his second tackle of the night. And here on the replay, you can see along that right side, the blind side for Aruda doesn't detect Pillsbury, and he's able to wrap him up quickly. Of course, we did have Donahue on the other flank there, just putting the Interlakes quarterback under so much pressure so early. That one was for a loss of a few. Kearsarge playing the zone here with too far back, but we do have a timeout here. As teams will game plan this one a little further with 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, these are two teams that have met twice in the last 5 years, splitting those games. Whoever is the home team has been the victor. Tonight, Kearsarge, the home team, their senior night. It still looks like it could go any way. In Kearsarge's opening game of the season, we did see George Jala get hurt after Kearsarge was able to put up 20 in the first half and keep Campbell to a score of 0. And then Jala came out, the team was not able to score anymore. Campbell comes all the way back. So you can see whenever Jala is out of this game, this team misses him dearly. And again, they are still keeping their playoff hopes alive. If they win this game, that puts them in the best spot to squeak in as the 4th and final seed in the division playoffs. Next week, they will be playing unbeaten Trinity. So this is the game they are certainly hoping to win. The next one on their schedule may be the toughest all season, and it could also be an indicator of their first playoff game. If they come in as the 4 seed, Trinity being unbeaten would very likely be their first opponent. This is a low snap here to Aruda, but he's able to get it. Heaves this one downfield. The defense is there, almost making the interception. Is the fresh quarterback Parker Goen, this time playing out of the safety. But this one tipped away by the receiver as well. Good job recognizing he wasn't going to come up with this catch and had to make sure his only job on this play was to keep it out of the hands of Parker Goen. And you can see it was just so close there. Targeted receiver Joey Dota, who has been the biggest receiving threat in this game for Interlakes, as they make their way up to the line. 3rd and 15. Kearsarge defense compresses a little this time. The blitz coming through. Jerome Donahue swats this one down with a beautiful play. The blitz too fast. Kearsarge Cougars bringing this to 4th and 15. Interlakes may just have to punt it away. Number 70 on the line, close to us, getting some space between him and 35, and getting a couple fingertips on that ball, breaking up the play, breaking up the drive for Interlakes. And now on the punt, we have Zach Hodge down to receive for the Cougars. This is a high punt, very short, could be favorable for the Cougars, but quickly corralled by 34 on Interlakes. Wes Bailey puts an end to that. 18 seconds to go before we are brought into our 4th and final quarter. The ball lies on the Interlakes 48-yard line. Kearsarge does have a different quarterback. He will be starting this drive, though it is all his. Has a little more time to prepare, get ready, get in the right headspace to play from this position. Again, this is 87 Parker Goen, the sophomore quarterback defensive end, getting some time here, taking the first snap out of the shotgun.
Taking the snap out of the shotgun, handing that ball off.
This one does get handed off. Anders Saylor again, trying to go with a power run up the middle, favoring the left side a bit, but just for maybe a short gain. Seemed like a loss to me. We'll see here on the replay. And it does look like he was brought down a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. And that brings the third quarter to a close. Awfully close here, 8-0. Kearsarge leads, headed into the final one.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. With more frequent major weather events, don't say again, I should have installed a generator. H.R. Clough provides the best home generator systems available from Generac. Our highly trained personnel provide you a complete turnkey installation. For a free estimate, call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
No matter what season it is, you can always find the best in American and Italian cuisine at Bubba's Bar and Grill in Newbury, New Hampshire. Stop in to enjoy our fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizzas, the award-winning seafood chowder, and a new seasonal menu just right for the cooler months. Dine in or take out. You can check out our full lunch and dinner menus along with daily specials on our website each day as well. Bubba's Bar and Grill, just 2 miles from Mount Sunapee in the beautiful harbor of Newbury, New Hampshire.
All right, we're just about ready here to start the fourth quarter. Kearsarge looking at 2nd and 11 as we resume play here. Parker Goen still the quarterback out there for this team, the sophomore, number 87. Lining up short this time, not many passing options to the outside. This one does get tossed off to John Frioli, but wrapped up early for a big loss. 4 Lakers making that tackle. And that'll bring us to 3rd and long. They're starting to get a good read on Frioli's runs here. And a good wrap up by 35 on Interlakes. That's TJ Bailey who stopped that run early.
Loss of about 5 there, 3rd down.
Kearsarge positioned right around midfield here on this 3rd down. The ball lies on the 48. Parker Goen this time out of the shotgun, has to make a big play for some serious yards. Play action pass over the left side. Frioli gets a hand on it, but not enough to bring it in. That was a good pass there, just about 6 inches too high to stay out of the reach of Frioli. Parker Goen is looking pretty good here to start his effort from quarterback. Frioli would have had to make a highlight reel catch to keep that one going. That does bring Kearsarge to a long 4th and 14. And they will have Donahue punt this one away. Receiving for Interlakes should be 25. Seth Rollins, that one bobbled a bit there with a little bit of a low snap, but this punt will end up falling just around the 30-yard line for Interlakes to start their drive. You can see here the long snap just a yard or so short, but a great job by Donahue staying calm and collected with an Interlake member right in his face, able to calmly get that ball and punt it away. And that could have been a difference of about 25 yards. And in a game this close, you keep your hopes alive with that small number you've got leading. Rudy gets this ball out of the shotgun, has a little bit of space, but not much more, as Cougars are able to get there quickly. And not able to get past the line that time.
Helping to make that tackle.
Junior on the defensive line, Cole Neuer, able to get in and make this tackle. There seem to be no cracks in the Kearsarge armor on these power runs up the middle. That one, of course, not a power run, just trying to quarterback scramble his way up for some yards, but not once this entire game has there been much of any daylight up the middle from this Kearsarge defensive line. They have done fantastic. Another one out of the shotgun. Fading to his left this time. Not able to get to the sideline in time. 32 with the tackle. That's Alex Clark.
Alex Clark. Getting to Aruda, making the tackle.
Great linebacker play here. You can see him on the left side of your screen. Trying to read the play all the way as they're in the zone. Lets that first receiver get by him. And then closes in as Aruda gets closer and closer to the line of scrimmage. Just runs out of space with nowhere left to go. Alex Clark makes sure that stops right there. And now, that was for a huge loss. We've got a third down and 20 yards. And Interlakes has to hustle up here as they're losing time on the play clock. The snap off in time a little bit low. Aruda looking downfield, has to get some serious yards taken care of, but that pass too low. And that brings us to 4th and 20.
That'll bring up 4th down.
On the replay here, you can see just defenders in the way. That is Donahue again, who broke up that play on their last drive, swatting the ball down. Aruda worried the same thing would happen, chose not to pass when he was flying toward him. Made his way to his right, but still that pass too low to be any good. And 4th and forever. 20 yards to go. They have to opt to punt this one away. And we do have Zach Hodge down there for the Cougars to receive another one. High and very short. Hodge letting this one fall where it will. Not choosing to get under it, and it'll be at around the Kearsarge 49-yard line. The Cougars really looking for some insurance here as they've only got 8 on the board. And if you're looking for insurance, Barton Insurance is an independent agency representing top companies devoted to serving your community with the best coverage at the best price. Nine minutes to go. Time is ticking. Kearsarge really trying to keep their playoff hopes alive with a win tonight on senior night. And Interlakes trying to spoil it, trying to turn the Kearsarge season, their hopes on their head. Parker going this time, has to scramble away from the line, but he's got some quickness, and he's able to get about 3 yards. This play did not go according to plan, as you can see right off the snap. It seemed like a little bit of a miscommunication. Fraioli seemed like he wanted the ball there, and then Parker going just not sure what to do with it, but did make a good decision to avoid a loss and instead gain 3. Kearsarge has made their way past midfield now. They've got 7 yards to go here on this second down. Parker going out of the shotgun. 2 passing options on both sides, but Parker going will keep it and make his way toward the right sideline. Strong contact there by 35 to bring Parker going out of bounds. For Interlakes, again, that's TJ Bailey. Him and Seth Rollins have had to work so hard for this team on defense. For Kearsarge, it has been their line, but for this Interlakes team, their linebackers, those two, have done phenomenal work to limit Kearsarge. Brings us a short distance closer to first down that Kearsarge is really hoping to get here. 3rd down and 4 to go. Again, out of the shotgun, Parker going. 2 passing options on both sides. One running back in the wings, keeping it again, but this time looking downfield. Heaves this one up toward midfield. That's dangerous, but Zach Hodge there. And that is good for a big gain, bringing them to about the 24-yard line.
Just what they needed.
And that play seemed to be out of desperation. You never like to see your quarterback heave it that high up in the center of the field, but Zach Hodge was able to catch it with his feet planted. And that is a hope and a prayer answered for this team. That could have been intercepted by anyone as it had so much hang time. And Seth Rollins, one of the better defenders for this Lakers team, very close by, but instead the completion is good, and we've got a 1st and 10 on the 23. Parker going, hands this one off. Under Sailor going left. Brought down for a short gain, and we've got a flag on the field. Referee for tonight's game, Paul Page, will tell us the call, and it is a holding on Kearsarge, which will bring the ball back.
That will result in a 10-yard penalty.
And in such a close contest, it's so hard to keep an eye out on who has made the biggest impact, but make sure you stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, where we will choose the competitor that did have the greatest impact on tonight's action. Parker going out of the shotgun once more. Passing this time to his left. John Fraioli has a tough time getting this ball in his grip, but able to go up with a burst of speed for a good gain. And Kearsarge has a whole lot of distance to cover here, as that was 1st and 25. But a good chunk of that does get chewed up and brings them to about 2nd and 13. Or sorry, 3rd. 3rd and 14 is where this one is finally ruled at. Parker going, didn't know he was going to be playing quarterback tonight into the 3rd quarter with a lot of pressure in this game. Again, the playoff hopes for Kearsarge hanging in the balance. George Jolly, their starting quarterback, one of their star players, a senior they probably rely on most, benched with an injury. And we do have a timeout here as Kearsarge gets closer to the end zone, but with a lot of yardage to take care of here on 3rd down. They've got to game plan this one a little bit more. How are they going to take care of this field positioning? Bubba's Bar and Grill has a menu comprised of seafood, land fares, and award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy any size party, located on beautiful Newberry Harbor. And they really do have everything. I can vouch every time I go kayaking on Lake Sunapee, I always come back, get a slice of chicken Caesar pizza from Bubba's. It's fantastic and refreshing. One of my favorite things to do in the summer. But here we're toward the end of the fall with just 2 weeks to play in the high school season. And Kearsarge has 14 yards to go here on this down. From the shotgun again, one option to his far right. This one kept Parker going, looking that way, and he's able to connect with Zach Hodge. Zach Hodge has some room here off the right side with some speed, and his 2nd touchdown of the night gets Kearsarge the insurance they were hoping for. Cougars now lead 14-0 over Interlakes on a fantastic play. Parker going, 2 threats on the right side, chooses the shorter one, going to Zach Hodge, and he has had the hot hand tonight. Look at this speed, the 2nd time it's been on display. No chance there for number 8 to catch him in time. That was Andrew Gooderell, the only hope on defense for Interlakes on that play, but Zach Hodge just too fast. And now the Cougars will go for 2. This one handed off right up the middle, and that is good for it. Cougars now lead 16-0, and we've got just over 5.5 to play in this game. One more look here at the touchdown where Parker going, again, coming in as the backup quarterback, has done so well in the brief time he's played tonight. And Zach Hodge up the right side, just screaming with speed to get past everyone. 5.5 minutes, though, is plenty of time. This one's certainly not over, as all that separates these teams are 2 scores. And as always, it will be Jerome Donahue kicking this one off for the Cougars. See if they try and get the ball back or continue to trust their defense and put them in the best field positioning possible with a long kick. And it looks like that is how they're setting up. Back there to receive for Interlakes. Farthest is Seth Rollins, playing right down the center. Donahue checks his wings. They're both ready. And this one's up in the air. A kick over to the left side. That'll roll out of bounds. Kearsarge really needed that. I'm set up right on the side of the Kearsarge home crowd, and could kind of tell they were starting to get a little more nervous at the start of this game. They had a lot of energy. Since then, it's gotten colder, quieter, and boy, were they happy to see that touchdown. It looks like we're going to have a re-kick here. Didn't catch what the call was from the referees, but this one does get brought back to the 35 for another kick, and still down there for Interlakes will be number 25, Seth Rollins, with some help to his sides. The last two kicks for Kearsarge haven't gone the distance they were hoping for. They've made their way out of bounds, but there has not been much damage on those. Again, the side's ready and the kick is up. This one looking a little better and into the hands of Rollins. He's got some speed, got some blocking, breaks past one tackle, and he's brought down at the Interlakes 43 to start this drive.
Tackle for the Cougars. Seth Rollins with the return for Interlakes Milton Road. First and 10 now.
Here on the second look, you can see the blocking was in play pretty well there. Good blocking is going to get Interlakes about 8 yards more than they would have without it. And here they go for their first play of a crucial drive for them, with time starting to be scarcer and scarcer. Aruda holds this one, going to his right downfield for a passing target. A short pass, but it looks like it was scooped up in time. 82, Jacob Hayward with a catch. Or no, did it hit the ground first? The chains are staying put. We'll see on the replay just where this one bounced. That is tough. It doesn't look like he quite had control. It looks like the ball did just barely skim the ground before he would have had full control. Good call there by the linesman to catch that.
Second and 10.
About 200 feet away. And poor eyesight. I was not able to.
He takes the snap.
But on this one, out of the shotgun again, Aruda having to scramble for some more yards and stumbling. And that'll be for a short loss, bringing us to third down.
And that play results in a loss of 1.
Going to the replay here, you can see passing play all the way, but this Kearsarge line has put Aruda under so much duress. He has to make that decision so fast, and if there's no option open, he's consistently tried to run up the middle, and the Kearsarge line has always been ready for it. That brings us to a big 3rd and 11 here, keeping it again. This team trying to get a passing play to go their way, but a big sack. And look at that, John Fraioli with the tackle and a big loss, bringing us to 4th and very long. Number 33 in blue. If you can find him, the linebacker closing in here, trying to pick his moment. And there he pounces as Aruda tries to go to his left after seeing nothing else open, and Fraioli putting the stop to it. And we've got another timeout here, as this 4th and long will be gone over by the coaches. Next week, the YCN football game of the week will feature Hopkinton versus Hillsborough on YCNnow.com, and the following week we will be in Hartford as the Hurricanes host the Division I semifinal. And again, stay tuned at the end of the telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat player of the game when we choose the competitor that had the greatest impact. And the last time I read that, I was scratching my head at who I could possibly pick, but Zach Hodge has made that decision a little easier to make for me right now. He has got to be my current pick with that fantastic run for the touchdown he had for the second score, and of course that kicking return for the touchdown to start this game. Tight end, defensive back, playing on his senior night, having what may be the best game of his season.
Fourth and long here for Interlakes Northern North. They will go for it.
Fourth and long for the Lakers, 18 yards, and they will go for it. It seems like with the time ticking, they've got no other option, and this pass finds something it wasn't supposed to before the line of scrimmage, and it falls quickly. That is a turnover in great position for the Cougars, as they can hopefully put another touchdown or number up on the board and pull away farther, but this one, not sure if it caught a helmet or just too much grip there from Braden Aruda. Just doesn't come out of the hand cleanly, and now Kearsarge have the ball on the Interlakes 35, and this is looking great. This is a team that I'm sure all of them were pretty worried with that very slim score, 8-0 being the difference, and George Jala getting injured. Parker Goen has gone into this game playing quarterback, doing so well. Hands this first snap off to John Frioli, who spins past one tackle, but doesn't get very far as a big pile brings him down. And on the replay here, we can see Interlakes having 4 or 5 defenders surrounding Frioli. Just nothing he could do there. This Kearsarge team has to be so happy to see Parker Goen doing so well at quarterback in his short play time he's had tonight. This is, of course, the senior night, George Jala being one of those seniors. This is a team that will have to go forward with a different quarterback option as their starter next year, so Parker Goen doing well tonight is putting a smile on everyone's face, and he keeps this one. The play action kept, and he's going to his left. This one good for a number of yards here, pushed out of bounds just by the 10-yard line.
That's good enough for a first down.
That was a big run. 23 yards for the sophomore. Scrambling to his left on the play action, keeping this Interlakes defense on their toes, and a couple of moves there to just juke out number 28, Addie Kernan on the Interlakes side. Fancy footwork, finding a few more yards there for Parker. And that puts them in a fantastic spot. Another score here could ice it. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left on the clock. Kearsarge has broadened their lead to 16 in this quarter. And the handoff to Frioli as they will look to keep the clock moving. It's good for just a short gain.
Just under 3 minutes left to play in the game.
This is going to be second and goal with 6 yards to go. Frioli trying to muscle his way by, but with the tackle there was 61. Chase Brown, the freshman for Interlakes. Big defensive tackle for the Lakers. Freshman coming in at 240 on the roster. Stopping one of Kearsarge's strongest, but this time another running play over to the pylon and good. The third touchdown of the game. Parker Goen with his first of the night. What a game he has had, and the score is now 22-0 in favor of the Cougars. Nothing tricky about this play. Parker going to the right, all the way, squeaking in by the pylon. playing the space on the field perfectly, and it looks like, again, the Cougars will go for two.
Kearsarge lining up for the two-point conversion here.
This one handed off. They've gone up the middle every time with these conversions, and this one looks to be good. Again, 3 for 3 on the night, and Cougars now lead 24-0. And we've got 2 minutes, 18 seconds left
Getting those 2 points for the Cougars.
in what could be the Cougar seniors' final game on their home field. And it looks to me like they will end it here as victors. 2:18 doesn't quite seem like enough time for Interlakes to mount something substantial. Kearsarge defense has just played them so well all night, and that'll undoubtedly continue here, even if they're able to give up a touchdown. If Interlakes is able to score, time just does not seem to be in their favor at this point. Last drive, they really needed to get something done. This will be Donahue again kicking it off. And down the field for Interlakes, as always, we've got 25, Seth Rollins. And the Cougars get ready. And this one squibbed down, and the Lakers will let this one run its course out of bounds. And again, it seems like we've got a flag on the play, thrown out by the linesman, and this one may be brought down again for a re-kick.
There'll be another penalty on Kearsarge here. They will kick it again from 5 yards further back.
Cougars will be brought back 5 yards more here on this next kick. To keep this game alive, Interlakes is going to have to do something like Zach Hodge did to start this one and return the kick for a score or get awfully close to the end zone. Donahue again lining up for this kick. Even farther this time. See if he can find the target downfield. This one a much better looking kick, falls into the hands of 26, Brogan Donnelly. He's got a bit of blocking there, starting to get wrapped up, some contact on the play, not able to get any more yards after it, and he is brought down at about the 38. Here on the replay, you can see the special teams for Kearsarge making a good stop when they had to. Interlakes had to be kept to something short here. And the Cougars in high hopes still of winning this game after that tackle. Slowed down there by 65 on the special teams. And up to the line in a hurry are Interlakes. They've got to make it work fast for them. And we've got a timeout again with 2 minutes, 9 seconds to play in the fourth quarter.
Kearsarge is called the timeout.
Well, now that Parker Goen is out there in the mix for scoring, and it's not just Zach Hodge, and given the fact that Parker has come into this game late, playing quarterback on a night he was not expecting to, and just done so well, it makes it a little harder to decide who is going to be the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. In the next 2 minutes, 9 seconds, we'll have one dialed in. I think Hodge has just done too much tonight from the start of the game to getting them that crucial touchdown that took so much pressure off of their shoulders. I would still have to say he's been the Cougar who has done the best tonight. On the other side of things for Interlakes, though, Braden Maruta, Seth Rollins, and TJ Bailey are three that stick out as workhorses for this team, always finding the ball right in their zone on offense and defense. This is a running play brought down for a short gain here. And that'll bring the clock to under 2 minutes. Here on the replay, we can see the handoff connects a little bit of a hole there in the line to the left, but running it up the right and finding John Frioli, a spot he was not hoping to. Frioli with the tackle. This is a 2nd and 8 try with the ball on the Interlakes 40, handed off again, and once more up the middle. I don't believe there will be any gain on this play.
TJ Bailey with the carry that time for Interlakes marking ball.
TJ Bailey gets the carry there, the tackle made by number 70, Donahue. As the line for the Cougars has held strong all game on these running plays. Interlakes has made a handful of good passing plays for some significant yards. They've only found great success on one run so far, and that was in the 3rd quarter. The clock here stays moving with another running play right up the middle for a short gain. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. We're in our final minute. And it looks like both teams realize that this game will end with Kearsarge taking home the win on their senior night. And a very packed house on the Kearsarge sideline, extending far past the bleachers in the standing room only. Very happy as this game sees its final play of the night brought down right at midfield one more time. That's going to be Garrett Hayward with his first carry of the game. We've got 2.5 seconds left on the clock. And one more play.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Kearsarge Cougars.
The clock will run out. And Cougars are able to win their senior night. Zach Hodge coming to the sideline, pumped up. He knows the impact he had tonight was absolutely fantastic from the opening kickoff, returning at about 70 yards for the touchdown. And then that second receiving touchdown he was able to get. And that brings us to our HR Clough Heating turning up the heat player of the game. And of course, I'm going to go with Zach Hodge, playing so well here on his senior night on special teams, from wide receiver, defensive back, doing it all in all parts of the field. Final score tonight, Kearsarge winning this one 24-0.